The Toledo Lucas County Public Library wants to help you personally and professionally. The Better Toledo series starts next week, and you're invited. Allison Fiskus is here from the library along with Meredith Noer-Krull. And ladies, this first session is all about ADHD.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's talk about the series in general, because you guys are doing this all fall on Thursdays, the first Thursday of each month.
Yes, that's correct. This has actually been going on for several years now, and so we're kicking off our fall series with Meredith. In November, we will have Dr. Manita Mungo in to discuss examining privilege, and then in December, we will have Sheila Eason, who will be in to talk about workplace civility.
How did you guys pick these topics?
So we like to have a good mix. We say it's a personal and professional development series, and we really want to look at the whole person. So how can you be better at work? How can you be better as a person? How can you be healthier? And so these topics came up from some suggestions from people who have participated in the past, but also just from trends that we have been seeing, you know, in the world, in cultural discourse, et cetera.
Yeah, and ADHD is a big one. You know, I think we throw that term around, but maybe it is. I often tell people I think this is something that I had as a student, but back then nobody really diagnosed anybody with it. You were just unfocused or chatty Cathy, couldn't pay attention, sent to the principal's office. But this is something that you're actually seeing with adults now, right, who maybe were undiagnosed.
Absolutely. The number of adults who are getting diagnosed is going up, and that's partially because their children are getting diagnosed, and it has a pretty high genetic component. And so they see, oh, my child's been doing this, and I actually do that quite a lot too, now that I think about it. And you know, when a lot of adults today were in school, ADHD was very much seen as more of a rowdy, rambunctious boy kind of thing. So there's a lot of women who are getting diagnosed later in life as well, for more of the inattentive side.
And it presents differently in men and women or boys and girls, right?
Yes, yes. It can present in the same ways, but you know, you meet one person with ADHD, you've really only met one person with ADHD.
And you guys really wanted to help people kind of figure out how to navigate some of these topics that you're going to be talking about on Thursdays in work and in their lives. So what are some of the ways that ADD or ADHD may get in the way of a workplace or your ability to accomplish certain things at work?
Sure. So ADHD mainly affects executive functioning skills. It's really kind of the command center of your brain, planning, time management, things like that. And so, you know, you may run into passing up deadlines, or trying to juggle too many things. There can be a lot of different ways that it can pop up. And in the talk, we'll be discussing some appropriate accommodations or ways to go about talking with the workplace about how you can help each other.
This all sounds so familiar, doesn't it? I think, you know, how people with ADD or ADHD, they're not stupid, they're smart. And I think one of the things I joke around about here is I'm already on to the next thing. I'll ask you a question and I'm already on to the next thing before you even give me the answer. Or these guys here in the studio know, oh, Melissa, you're supposed to go over there. And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, wait, what did you say? So I do think that, you know, we in life have to recognize some of these things about each other, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Just help each other out.
What about people who are untreated and they're like, hey, I just have this, and they don't, you know, get any help? Maybe it's a medication, or maybe they go see somebody about it. What kind of challenges does that present? Or is it, like you said, it just depends on how you deal with it?
You know, it does a bit, but a lot of people who end up going undiagnosed with ADHD can run into things like anxiety and depression, and that really muddies up the whole diagnostic process, because then you have to tease that apart, what came first. So it can lead to a lot of self-esteem issues, which then, you know, tends to snowball. But, you know, a lot of ADHD symptoms are things that everyday people experience every day. It's just a matter of how intense, how often, and how much it's affecting your life.
So you guys are inviting people to come on out to this session. It's going to be from 3 to 5, first Thursday of each month. So this one's on ADHD is going to be on October 2nd. Let's talk a little bit more about the library's role in these meetings and these sessions. I think this is great. It's not something typically would think of when you talk about your local library system.
Yeah, and it's just one example of a myriad of different things that we do in this realm. If you go to toledolibrary.org, we have a programs tab, and you'll see a whole list of similar things, and you can really find something that is suiting to your needs. We do have book clubs, we do have craft sessions, we have all of that. But again, the purpose of the library is information and quality information, and that comes in many different forms and is on many different topics.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. Hopefully these guys will check it out and get something great out of it. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
you.